Welcome to this episode of my VA disability claim. Today, we're going to keep it quick for you. Just a reminder, right? A couple little reminders. One that came to me here recently, speaking with someone I know within this space, and then a couple fan questions as well, right? We're also on Facebook and Instagram, and the compiled comments. People make comments. We go through, compile them, and then answer some of the questions that we find in the comment section. All right. Hey, let's get right into it, man. All right. The reminder number one: hey, check your medical record to confirm that you have a diagnosis, not the symptoms, not just the symptoms, right? I'm just speaking with someone that I know she's experienced in this space, right? Knows what she's doing, filed many claims. She said, "Hey, I recently filed a claim and they denied me." And I looked back at my record and said, "I forgot to make sure that the doctor gave me my official diagnosis. He just had the symptoms in there." Submitted the claim. She got denied. Right. Just a reminder that it can happen to the best of us. It can happen to anybody. But also, sometimes we overlook things. Right. That happens. I know that with me, that definitely happens. And what I do for me, checklists. Right. Checklists are very helpful for me because there's a lot going on and remembering all this stuff. Hey, if that's what you're trying to do, good luck. For me, just trying to be efficient and effective. So checklists have been very helpful for me. So this is just, hey, a reminder. There's somebody out there probably has a claim that they're about to file here in short order. So we just want to remind you, hey, remember, look through your records to make sure that in addition to the symptoms, that there is an official medical diagnosis. All right, that's number one. Number two, this was in the comments also. Erectile dysfunction can be a side effect of medication issued to you by the VA, right, for a service-connected condition. If that's the case, you can file it as secondary. Hmm? How about that? All right. VA issues you medication, or whatever doctor issues you medication for your service-connected condition, right? You get that medication, take that medication. A side effect of that medication is erectile dysfunction. You can now file for that erectile dysfunction as secondary. All right, put the evidence together, lay it out to show what's taking place. Get your, the documented statement from your doctor as well. More likely than not, that this medication, which this veteran is taking for their service-connected condition, is more likely than not causing the current erectile dysfunction that the veteran is experiencing. Bingo bongo, right? So check those medical records, and if you're taking medication issued by the VA and ED is a side effect, you can file for that claim. All right. Fan questions. All right. Number one, proposed reduction. This is a question about a reduction. Uh, what do I do? The VA sends me a letter saying we're going to reduce your thing from this to this. Right? What can I do in this situation? Well, first thing you want to do is check the rating schedule to identify, right? Maybe in the decision letter that they send you or that proposed reduction letter, they'll tell you exactly what's missing from the evidence. But if they don't or you can't find that letter, check the rating schedule. Identify that missing piece, and then you have to provide the evidence, right? As always, it's all about the evidence, not personal. It's all about the evidence, right? So if they're saying that this evidence is lacking, so we're going to reduce the rating, then that's what's happening. All you can do in that situation is provide the evidence, right? And you also want to keep in mind that a reduction in your rating is also an improvement in your medical condition, right? So it's not all a bad thing. We do understand that there is a compensation component to VA claims, but this is also people's health that we're talking about as well, right? So when that rating is reduced, your condition is improving. So again, if you have the evidence to show that you should remain at that level, then submit that evidence, right? That's what you should do in that situation. But you want to be clear on what that missing evidence is. I know there are hearing conditions out there where it starts with like dizziness. Maybe dizziness is the 10%, But if you have like dizziness and staggering, that's like 20%. So in that situation, you want to show evidence that the staggering problem is still persisting, right? The proposal to reduce is essentially saying that there's no more staggering going on. Maybe you have the dizziness, but there's no more staggering. And if there is indeed still staggering, you want to submit that evidence to show that, whether it's a statement from the doctor would be, the strongest one. Any other documentation as well showing that you're still having that issue, right? So whenever there's a proposal to reduce, all you can do is provide the evidence if you have it, and then submit it, right? Identify what that missing evidence is, and then provide that evidence. All right, next one. Should I file an increase less than a year from getting the rating? All right. Um, yeah, man, this is a tough one. If the condition is deteriorating at an accelerated pace, I guess, me personally, would I do it? No, I wouldn't. Unless, again, if something's deteriorating very badly, hey, then okay. That's a tough one, though. I would say keep in mind that whenever you file a claim, the VA can reevaluate all of your conditions. So you just want to keep that in mind. But if you feel like, yeah, if you feel like it's an increase, I mean, it's legal. It's legal to file for an increase within a year, right? Nothing you're doing is illegal. But it really would depend on the evidence, right? As with all of this stuff, all these claims on an individual level will depend on the evidence, right? So make sure when you go through that evidence that you have whatever that rating is that you think you qualify for now. Double check to make sure you have the evidence. Uh, but yeah, that's a risky one. That's a risky one. I don't know. I'm a little more conservative in my approach personally. But I mean, again, these are the choices we have to make. We try to provide information. Ultimately, it's your choice, your claim, your life. We understand that, right? My claim is my claim and all this stuff. Uh, but yeah, there's different sources of information that you can kind of glean from. But yeah, that's a risky one, I would say, man. Again, I'm more on the conservative side. I got kids and all this. I can't, I can't be out here playing too loose. We would say also keep in mind the education component, the employment component, as far as your veteran status, right? Take advantage of those as well. On the education side, going to school, in an apprenticeship, whatever the case. On the employment side, there's an American Job Center in your area, wherever you are, right, to connect you to employment as a veteran. If you're service connected at 0%, even, that gives you preference, right? In some jobs, that gives you preference, especially government jobs, it'll definitely give you preference. If you're 30% or above, that gives you an additional preference, right? So take advantage of those benefits, right? The benefits that we've earned by being veterans, by serving this country. All right. We understand the compensation, the VA claim thing, that is an element. It's not the only thing though. Don't make your claim your life. You got a big life out here. You got people you're connected to. Really enjoy this thing with the whole claim thing. It's all about the evidence. Submit the evidence. Let the chips fall where they may. Right. That education component, that employment component, right? For yourself, for your family members. Let's not forget to explore those and really take advantage of those benefits. All right. Again, we understand the compensation, the benefit, the VBA stuff. That is a component, but there's so much more to being a veteran. And then you're talking state by state, the different benefits of being a veteran, right? So, and then even locally, maybe city or town or province or whatever, maybe they have different advantages to being a veteran, right? But continue to explore, continue to benefit and live off of your experience from the military and use it to help yourself, help your family here in the present time. All right. Hey, we're going to continue to provide these tools for you on the channel. Talk about probably everything at this point. So yeah, use the videos, get that knowledge, and then we have that before you file course as well. We just added some more visual aids to the micro learning course. We have the guidebook also to help you kind of file that claim and capture and organize the information. Right. We still have the checklist as well available on the website, another tool for you to just capture that information. All right. Hey, Take advantage of your veteran status. Allow yourself, allow your family to benefit from it holistically, right? Not just in the veteran claim or medical claim space, but holistically, everything that it has to offer. All right. Hey, that's it, man. I think I went over 10 minutes. My bad. Have an incredible day, though, as always. Have an incredible day.